When my wife asks me why I don't like going to the doctor, it's not because I don't want to know about my health or because I don't like needles. It's because I don't want to be cared for by nasty ass, creepy ass weirdos like the doctor that I'm about to speak on in today's video. Today we are going to be talking about a deranged and horny doctor by the name of David Diffine. This unhinged creep is in some real deep doo-doo after an investigation was started after someone sent footage of this guy freely and openly walking around butt booty ass naked and performing sexual acts with the secretaries in his office.
Northeast Arkansas physician who had his license suspended. The suspension of Dr. David Diffine stemmed from a complaint sent into the state medical board in July related to alleged inappropriate sexual contact in one of his medical offices. We sent in a Freedom of Information Act request to the Arkansas State Medical Board to get access to Diffine's file. According to the investigator's report, Diffine denied all of the claims listed in the complaint.
The board received the complaint on July 17th. It included multiple video files. According to board documents, this video was taken in 2019 Diffine family practice in Blytheville. In it, Dr. David Diffine can be seen walking around naked, including in the hallway between patient rooms. Another video clip sent in shows him in the receptionist area walking around 3 women and performing a sex act directly in front of one of the women. The clip ends with him ejaculating on her.
That is so unbelievable. I can't even imagine something like that. Besides the fact that this grown-ass man, who is supposed to be a very professional and prestigious doctor, is walking around in his birthday suit during regular office hours, but the fact that he casually is walking around 3 grown women in the office and they are what looks to be just working, right? Just working, doing their jobs and just trying to do their jobs, but they can't because they have Dr. Dingaling over here swinging his wee-wee around the office. But the fact that no one moved or anything when this naked guy comes waltzing into the office is beyond me.
Not only did the woman work in Diffine's office as a lab tech for another company, she was one of his patients. According to the person who sent the board the videos, this all happened during business hours. They also claimed Diffine used his, quote, position of power, sexual grooming, salary increases to groom employees and patients into repulsive acts. At least one person agrees. Dr. Bradley Diner with the Arkansas Medical Foundation wrote, quote, the pervasive behavior leads to concerns about a sexual compulsive disorder of paraphilia, which may in fact cross boundaries with his delivery of medical care. An investigator with the Arkansas Department of Health interviewed Dr. Diffine in September. According to the report from that interview, Dr. Diffine was informed there were video clips of his actions. Dr. Diffine said, quote, I don't know anything about that at all. I'd have to see those things to have any idea what you're talking about.
Of course you know what they're talking about. Why would you? Now, shockingly, this isn't his first time getting in trouble for something like this, if you can believe that. In January, someone else went to the state medical board about Diffine posting nudes on social media. Now, when he was confronted about this, he said that he was promoting body positivity and that he's a naturalist. And he also said, we do not shame, sexualize, fear, or negatively stigmatize the naked body. That is just crazy. So it's safe to say that the signs were there and the board knew this and did nothing about it. All they did was save the documentation as information only and added it to his file for future reference. Now, as if the walking around the office naked around your staff wasn't enough, this guy was also investigated in the past for allegations surrounding illegally distributing pain medications, and his license was temporarily suspended back in 2017. While the board investigated claims of his over-prescribing of medication, but there was no evidence found of him violating the Arkansas Medical Practices Act, and they closed the investigation on it. This guy is a real piece of work. And you mean to tell me that if I lived in Arkansas, that this is supposed to be the dude to, give me a prostate exam?
This isn't the first time Diffine has been investigated by the medical board. Earlier this year, someone complained about what Diffine calls his naturist activities. In the January complaint, the board was informed that Diffine was posting nude photos of himself on his social media accounts. The complainant included screenshots from Diffine's Instagram account, Naked Dr. Dave. In his response to the board, Diffine said he is a naturist, and his accounts were well known to the naturist community. He cited the practice as promoting acceptance and body positivity, adding, quote, "We do not shame, sexualize, fear, or negatively stigmatize the naked body." He added that there was, quote, "no crossover whatsoever with my professionalism while practicing medicine and my naturist activities."
So here's the thing. We are dealing with a nudist. I got that part. I understand that. But where it starts to get a little foggy, get a little hazy for me, is the mingling and mixing of your personal lifestyle with your professional life. There is no reason why you, as a doctor, someone who is held in such high regard in society, is walking around your office with your Long John Silver dangling around during business hours and around your secretaries. And to top it off, you're jizzing all over the women in the office who are also your patients. That is insane. Being a nudist or naturist, whatever you want to call yourself, has nothing to do with this shit that you're doing. You're just being a predator, period. Nobody at work needs to know that you are a nudist. Your secretaries don't need to know that, and your patients don't need to know that either. I guarantee that is not information that any one of them was dying to find out about you. And the fact that you were doing this without a care in the world, and the fact that at any moment one of your patients could walk in and see you like this, is wild. Just because you're comfortable with your ding-a-ling showing and your ass crack out doesn't mean that the public or the people at the office want to see it all hang out. But here's where I'm confused, because the uncensored version of this video that was all over social media shows him oozing on one of the woman's shoulder, and the other women are sitting there laughing at it and encouraging it. And one of the women even asked if the girl needed a napkin to wipe it all off, and that he, judging by how much jizz there was, it looked like he was dehydrated. What is going on at this doctor's office? Is this how y'all getting down in Arkansas? This is what y'all doing when y'all getting y'all checkups? And the fact that this dude was grooming the employees and the patients into performing sexual acts with him is insane. You using your power and promising salary increases for people to keep quiet is all an indication that you knew what you were doing. And you knew it was wrong, point blank. And if I were a nurse or one of those secretaries in that office, you couldn't pay me enough to stand by some bullshit like that. I don't care if you're a doctor or not. How the hell did this go on for so long? Sexual acts, pay raises, jizzing on the staff. Like, how? And please answer, somebody answer that for me. I'm calling OSHA, SWAT, the White House, whoever will listen, because that is crazy to me. It almost gives me like cult vibes. Now, to state the obvious, since this video surfaced, his license has been suspended, and he will be having to deal with or having to have a hearing this coming December. So I had to talk about this. This guy is so out of pocket for this, and I can't even imagine being a nurse or patient or secretary in this office. And if this guy is your doctor, well, you're gonna have to find another one, because his office has been permanently closed. But this is ridiculous, because who does this? Just imagine it's your first day at this office job, right? You dress cute as hell, it pays well, the hours fit you. You're about to head out for lunch when the doctor strolls in naked, grabs a slice of pizza, jerks off, and casually nuts on you while you're typing at your computer, then leaves. That is insanity to me. But yeah, I saw this story. It was all up and down my timeline, and I had to talk about it because of the insanity. But let me know how you feel about it. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of things to say down below. Yeah, if you made it this far, don't forget to smack a like on it. I will definitely give you guys an update when that time comes. But in the meantime, don't forget to smack a like on the video, like I said. And also don't forget to subscribe for the one time. Peace. People are out of their goddamn mind.